How does well we're builders, right? So Sandbox is still in alpha phases, right? If people would notice that, whenever Sandbox opens up on its alpha seasons, right, through alpha 1, 2, and 3, you see the traffic spiking up because we are actually still in the building phase. Because initially, when the lands are created, they're then sold, and then once they're sold, they're actually going to be developed by different companies to then develop experiences, right? Those experiences take time to develop, right? So it's not even fully open yet. So in fact, what we do is exactly the same as how we're always doing it. Is that we now have even more time to roll out these experiences as we go towards more alpha versions. We might open up more fully toward a full launch by, let's say, end of the year or 2024. Then the roadmap is actually the same as before. So the bear market doesn't really matter to us. Yeah. Well, I mean, the hot games will continue to. We believe good projects will continue to be obviously hot, right? And we're developing our own as well. And many of the games are actually not ready last year. And now as we go forward, we will see more of that dynamic going on. And we believe that there are a lot of experimentations, right, in the past. Whether or not the economies or the token economies and NFTs, that interaction will actually be mature enough to sustain itself depends on a lot of experimentation. And we believe there will be better and better models coming out in 2023, right? So yes, we believe that the hype for sort of crypto assets has sort of gone and come to a very, very high level in 2022. But now, given that there's much more challenge in the industry, we will see that the best projects are the ones that will actually attract the most traffic, like how games are. Right? We think that VR will be part of the metaverse. We don't believe that VR has to be the center of the metaverse because we don't see it that way. We see the center of the metaverse being digital asset ownership, right? Because there is a metaverse where you don't own anything, and there's a metaverse where you actually own assets, right? And to us, the VR is simply an experience in which is how you experience the metaverse, right? So if you're in a VR environment where you don't own the assets, we don't call that the true metaverse. We believe that the experience in which you own assets, then it allows you to create, it allows you to really derivative industries to then establish itself, then that's a real industry, right? And that's a real metaverse, how we see it. And whether or not you use VR on it, it's maybe later on, right? And we also believe that VR technologies are not totally mature at this point in time, so it will take a little bit of time. But if we do see a VR future, a large part of it, we hope that it's more than one company dominating it.